Welcome back. We're going to pivot now and discuss on our current events panel the latest texting hack and the warning that has come with it. It seems that Americans have been targeted in a Chinese cybersecurity hacking campaign. Michelle, this is completely your specialty. Why don't you unpack what's happened here and give us some advice?
Okay, so yeah, this is definitely my wheelhouse. So what ended up happening was it's Salt Typhoon. It's a Chinese communications hacking espionage company. Essentially, that's what it is. Likely with ties to the Chinese government, part of their like 100-year plan of gaining dominance in the world. And what they've been doing since 2020 is obtaining data from various countries, mostly in the Western world and South Asia. And their goal this time is to hack government officials' phones through text messages. And why text messages? Because text messages aren't encrypted end to end, unlike WhatsApp or Signal or other types of end-to-end encryption messaging services. So it's a lot easier, and some people still use it. Like for instance, I still use it with some people. They have WhatsApp, but yet or Signal. Sometimes we just use text because we want a message to go up quicker. And we want to separate certain things. So at the end of the day, that's what happened. And is it what the government is saying in the US is that, oh, it's nothing that was really pivotal in intelligence information, but that's not the point. The point is that it was done, and there is not stronger protocols in order for government employees to learn how to better protect information. And what they may think is not intelligence could be intelligence. And frankly, furthermore, really what it was is whether they got intelligence or not, this was a means of collecting data. And as we've known right now, data is gold, and they're looking for patterns because that's what they do.
I don't understand why, because again, this was a targeted attack at US politicians and government officials. I don't understand why there aren't like government issued phones that have only encrypted messaging capability, that there isn't TikTok, that they're not Huawei phones, and there isn't this like ridiculous layer of lack of security, that there was actually something really robust put in place. Um, Hannah, this is not the first time we've seen cyber espionage from Chinese companies, again, with most likely links to their federal government, their communist government. What should Canada be doing better, or do you feel threatened by this as a lay citizen? You're not a government official. You're not a politician. So how does this make you feel?
It makes me feel uncomfortable because people are hacked right, left, and center all the time, whether you're a government official or not. Hacking is one of the biggest industries right now to gain, people's credit card information, to gain, information for elections. Like information and data is gold, as Michelle said. Thankfully, in the U.S., like with Trump coming in to be the new president, he really understands what a threat China is. He's even said that they're going to put like 60% tariffs on stuff coming in from China, goods and things coming in from China. We're going to see a lot of interesting things with him becoming president. Finally, after 4 years of Biden with China being able to do whatever they want, Trump is going to be back in, and it's going to change things a lot. Canada, they're unable to stand up to anybody or anything. Like we don't even have a national mail system right now, let alone being able to deal with Chinese hacking threats. So yeah, regardless of whether you work in the government or you're a regular citizen, hacking is a huge concern, and data safety and things like that. So definitely using apps like Signal and WhatsApp to text, they're better because they have end-to-end encryption. But yeah, like even if you use Facebook, people's Facebook is hacked into all the time.
Yeah, but WhatsApp's owned by Facebook.
Yeah,
well, that's right. I know Signal's better than WhatsApp.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm going to use it. Go ahead.
I wouldn't use it, and as you know, I prefer Signal. But at the end of the day, WhatsApp is more comfortable and more known to more people, which again is problematic. But then it goes deeper than that because texting sometimes is all that some people can afford. So then this becomes an access issue,
Right.
because you need these other apps and you need data plans, and some people just don't have that and they can't afford it. So this is where it becomes even more problematic, and this is where government needs to do something about the cell phone companies.
Are we targeted in Canada, Michelle?
Absolutely. We're constantly targeted all the time, and you might not even realize it, but these hackers love going for small municipalities and townships because these townships don't have much money, and they certainly don't have much money to put in cybersecurity. And it's a whole bunch of wealth of data that they can attain about people. So I always tell people,
and hospital systems like Indigo last year was hacked, and it wiped them out for ages.
Yeah, so everyone has to be careful. The one piece of advice I'll leave your viewers this is Tanya. You need to be the gatekeeper of your information. And if you start thinking about it that way, if you are the gatekeeper, then you will start protecting it better. And most people need to think about it that way. Do not trust any system. It's like what they say about mailing something in snail mail. Once it's out of your hands, you don't control it anymore. And while you have great systems you can use for information, at the end of the day, you need to be a gatekeeper of what you want out there and what you don't want out there. And if you don't want it out there, then don't send it.
Okay, we'll be right back.